Hey guys, I am MegaFreak400, and welcome to my next Let's Play. Let's play The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages, a fantastic game for the Game Boy Color, and a game I've been actually playing on LPing for quite a while. I feel it's a little bit of an underrated game in the Zelda series compared to some of the other hard hitters, and I mean, it's been exposed probably by other people, but it's a game that I really love. It's probably, along with the seasons together, they're probably up in my top 5 favorite Zelda games of all time. But yeah, we're gonna start off. There are secrets in Game Link, but we'll get to that later. I'll talk about that stuff later. But for now, we will name our hero, and I'll just name him after me. And yeah, this is See, if you don't know, Seasons and Ages are 2 games for the Game Boy Color. This is Ages, obviously, and they're both their own separate games, but there is a link system between the two to create one giant adventure. But Ages is personally the game that I prefer over the 2 of them. Seasons being more battle-based, Ages being more puzzle-based, I feel. And Ages also has a more strong story. So Ages is... Ooh, danger already. But yeah, Ages is my favorite of the 2. And hello, it is Impa. This is back when... Well, actually no, because this game came out after Ocarina of Time. But for the most part, besides Ocarina of Time... Impa typically is a old, I guess she's kind of old, but a more heavy-set maid of Princess Zelda, not the Impa you see in Ocarina of Time, who's really fit. This is classic Impa. Well, she's only NES games. I guess here in the artwork she's actually kind of strong, but is heavy-set in the NES games, and I think yeah, NES games she's more frail and old. Anyway, yeah, we are on a quest. The Triforce supposedly sent us here. In these 2 games, in Seasons and Ages, the Triforce sends you here to solve troubles. I don't know. It's kind of weird for that aspect of it. The Triforce kind of being a sentient being, even though A Link to the Past showed that it is a sentient being. And ooh, a rock. So yes, the Triforce mark, and of course, us being the hero, we have it on our hand. You know, I wouldn't get a tattoo ever, but if I was to get a tattoo, I'd get a Triforce tattoo on my hand. That would be the only tattoo I would ever get. Not planning on getting one, but I would totally do that. And yes, now the rock is pushed out of the way, and we can proceed. Ooh, music. And here we have Nehru, who is a singer. They will introduce her, but that is who she is. And all of the animals and, I guess, one random boy love her singing. I actually do like the tune that she's singing. And I do like how this game incorporates artwork a little bit, as you saw with the opening cutscene. It's very slight, but I do like it. Kind of shows off what the Game Boy Color can do. A little bit. It is pretty enchanting. And yeah, so you see it here. Nehru. Nehru, of course, obviously is one of the goddesses of Hyrule, but in this case, she's not actually god. She's kind of, she's a, well, you'll see who she is. Impa and Mega, yes. Oh, hello, Ralph. But yeah, this character is entirely separate from the goddess. They just share the name and a little bit the same design, but they're not at all the same character. Yeah, Nehru, she's a singer, and they're worried because supposedly there's some kind of danger in Labrynna, which is where this game takes place, or Labrynna? I'll probably pronounce it wrong. I assume it's like labyrinth, kind of, in the pronunciation. Labrynna, maybe. And yeah, Ralph is kind of, he protects Nehru, but he's kind of, you know, not egotistic, but kind of very confident in his abilities. I like Ralph, though. Oh no, music change, and evil laughter. Impa, why are you evil, Impa? Actually, it'd been awesome if Impa really was the villain of this game, but no. I mean, technically that's what it looks like at the moment, but, yeah. Nehru is actually the Oracle of Ages, which is a title drop. And, Impa is not actually Impa. Well, I mean, technically, but Impa was possessed by that thing. Question, why couldn't that thing just float around the rock? Why did it need us? Because it could have gone from all the directions. Why did it need to... Maybe the rock was, like, making a giant shield, and once you moved out of place, the shield broke, but... Anyway, yeah, this is, kind of like her design. It's Veran. We'll see in a second. But, she's clearly evil, if you couldn't tell. Yeah, Veran, yeah. Sorceress of Shadows. I do kind of like Veran, though. I think she's kind of makes some stupid choices in terms of being a villain. But then again, most villains make dumb choices. So her entire goal was to do this, possess Nehru, like she possessed Impa, because she has need for the Oracle of Ages' powers. But you can kind of tell, kind of assume what those powers are. I'll cut you in two. Yeah, like I said, the story in this game I feel is a little bit stronger than in Seasons. Seasons, I like the mechanic that's used in Seasons, but, because as you'll see, Ages' mechanic is just kind of not anything all that amazing. It's kind of been done before, but, really, playing the game, you really kind of have to play the games together. I kind of feel like you can't just say, oh yeah, Ages, and then Seasons. You kind of have to, they're kind of one package, even though they're two different games. And they are two different games. See, look, you could jump up there. Well, you can also focus to her giant thing. But again, I don't see why you couldn't just get past that rock in another form. But yeah, she is actually going... I don't know if they said it, but she's going back in time, basically. Time being the main mechanic here. Oh yeah, I'll go to the past. Oh no! She's going to change the future. And this is... Let's see what her changes are being made. Actually... This whole scene's kind of weird in its own right, because... Okay, like, for example, that guy turns old. What in the past would have made that guy turn... I guess there could have been tons of things, but, like, yeah, some of the changes are like, well, what would have occurred to cause this dramatic change? But I guess, considering how far back it is in the past, it could be a multitude of things. Like, one thing led to another thing, that led to another thing. I don't know how this works, though. How did changing the past turn that kid to stone? That doesn't make sense. I'll go with the old guy and the monkeys disappearing, but I don't see how anything would have caused that kid to turn to stone. Yeah, but you could have floated around the stone. And this is one thing, that the fact that it's using sprites, and they want to kind of show him kind of sliding over and falling, but the sprite just slides over, where extra animation would have been more effective. Like right here when he wants to slide back against the wall. But yeah, Ralph is distraught because he failed to protect Nehru. And he will now go and attempt to find a way to save her. So we'll be seeing a little bit of him later, but for now, Impa is awake. Hello, Impa. Yes, I did. Well, technically, I didn't do anything, but I talked to you, so woo. Yeah, and look what happened. It's all your fault, Impa. This entire scenario wouldn't have happened if you didn't exist. Great job. And she did go back in time. I love how that's like, well, duh, we don't know what the plan is, but we believe she's launching some kind of evil plan. Well, that's typically, that just is kind of common knowledge, or common sense, more so. And she is weak. Not that she would have been much help, I think, anyway. Though, again, I think in the artwork she is kind of muscly, so she might have been some use. But either way, Zelda entrusted us with the sword. So, yay, we have a sword. The hero's wooden sword. See, I don't know, I guess I never really... But would a wooden sword cause that much damage? I guess if you sharpened it enough, but I feel like killing all these beasts, like Octoroks and stuff, you'd think a wooden sword wouldn't do much. In real life, that is, technically. And yes, the Maku tree. Maku tree will be important really soon. So we are to see the Maku tree to see if we can find a way to do stuff. And Impa will be in Nehru's house, which will be important later. But for now, we can just ignore her. So yeah, theme music, and we are now heading down here. Cut these bushes, and we are going to head to actually the village. And for the most part, we just need to head straight to the Maku tree, but there is a few things we can do beforehand. And yes, Labrynna city, I don't know, but it's this main city of Labrynna, or Labrynna. So over here, we have this guy. And yeah, because of Veran's meddling, there's, you know, chaos happening. Or rather, stuff is changing and people disappearing, all that. Anyway, we have Plen here, he's the mayor. And I don't think he's at all... That's the one thing that's kind of sad, is that some of these characters do have importance, most of them don't. I don't think Plen has any purpose. But yeah, he does mention that Linda Village was what this place was. Now it's a city. Even though it's really not that much bigger. It's pretty much the same size. Anyway, this place is going to be important because it introduces a entire new system that this game has. This is Vasu the Jeweler, and he's going to talk about rings. Rings, basically, you can collect rings throughout the game and then bring them here to identify said rings, because you won't know what ring it is. You can pay Vasu to figure out what the ring is, and you're able to equip one ring to you to use to basically increase power. Some of them increase your power, some of them increase your defense, some of them have random effects. Or not like random as in you don't know what the effect is, but just other increase money, figure out where certain things are, find objects, stuff like that. But yeah, the ring system is pretty interesting. It does seem like it's pretty hard to get all the rings possible. In terms of, I mean, I guess if you use one thing I don't think I mentioned yet is you can, or I think I did mention it, yeah. But you can obviously link the two seasons and ages together, and if you do that, I believe you carry over your rings, so you have a better chance of, you know, maybe you don't carry over the ring. I think you do carry over the rings. You don't carry other stuff over. I can't remember. Anyway, this is the first ring we got, and it's the friendship ring, but it doesn't do anything. There are a few rings that are just more of like, you know, trophies. So, yeah, there's no reason to equip that ring. Yeah, I don't know, I'm probably wrong on that. We'll find out maybe later, but for now, yeah, we will be using Vasu. He is very useful. Wait, no, there's the snakes there. The snakes allow you to link stuff over. So yeah, you can... I don't think there is a way to send it over to the other game, I believe. But yeah, that's all I have. You can only have one in your ring box at a time. And we'll be getting some useful rings hopefully somewhat soon. But for now, we don't have any, because the friendship ring doesn't do anything. And the Maka tree stands at the far end of the cave. So I will be heading over there next time. For now, though, let's go to this house. And here we have Bippin and... Is his wife Boppin? I don't think it's Boppin. Boppin would be a weird name. Then Blossom. That makes more sense. So they had their first child. This is kind of a cool little thing here. Basically, this kid will actually grow up through both games, and you can have play a role in helping raise this kid in a way. And you also get to name it too. Not to mention the fact that there is kind of some reward nature at the end of it. Nothing big. Like, there's nothing like a heart piece or anything. It's very minor rewards. But I kind of like that. It's a small little side thing you can or cannot do. And I will be naming him Vader because I am uncreative. You would name him Vader? Yes. It is a fine name. But yeah, I will be partaking in this side thing. But that's one thing I do like, is the fact that it's not really... you can only do... You don't have to do it. You can do it if you want to do it. And it's very easy to do, but it's just kind of cool, I guess. Cool little thing they added. For the most part, though, I'll look around here, but there's really not much else to do in town. Let's see, over here we have... Okay, this guy. Ho ho, I am Troy. Okay, yeah, I think he gives you some tips about different places, which could help in if you are stuck and want to figure out, you know, you need help with progressing. He might be useful. But that really won't apply to me at all. Okay, yeah, that will actually come into play later, but for now, again, not really relevant. And then, what's down here? Okay, I think this place is yeah. Oh, well, that's dumb. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Okay, Know-It-All Bird's Hut. Basically, they give you tips about playing in the game. For the most part, that's about it for this episode. Next time, we'll be heading to see the Maka tree. So I am MegaFreak400, and I hope you guys enjoy this Let's Play of Oracle of Ages. And I will see you guys next time. So, yeah, and I am reminding you that Link is a hero.